Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are heading to Quebec. This is a new series for our vacation. So right now we are at the East Gwillimbury station, as you can see, for Go Transit, because we have to take a via train to Montreal, Quebec, and then we're gonna go to Quebec City, and then like the Montreal, Eastern Townships, and then we'll come back. So yeah, we're at East Gwillimbury right now. We're gonna take the GO train down to Downsview Park, actually, which is the stop just before Union. But because there's a construction or something, so we'll have to take the subway down as well. So it's gonna be quite a ride today, because after that we'll then take the Via for like around 5 hours. So I'm excited, and our train should be coming in around 15-20 minutes, I'd say. So I'll see you then. Hi guys, train is pulling in right now. You can see it in the distance there. Alright, so we're gonna board once these doors open, and then we'll be, film when we're on the train. Alright guys, we're departing East Gwillimbury station now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, around 6 stops to go till Downsview Park, where we'll catch a subway. So anyway, I'll see you a little later. Alright guys, so we're sitting downstairs because we're in Downsview Park, which is our stop, and the final stop is the next stop. So we decided to come downstairs so we can get off quick. After this, we'll catch the TTC subway line 1 down to Union Station, where we'll catch our Via train. Alright guys, we're at Downsview Park now. This is the train which we were on, and then over there is the subway station where we're gonna go. Guys, we're inside the TTC, or like the concourse area, I guess you could say. There's the train leaving. So we're gonna board a subway. We're gonna go down there. Guys, at the subway concourse now, heading to the subway. Hey guys, at the subway platform now. This is the northbound platform that I'm facing right now. Sitting down here on these benches, but on the other side is where we have to go, which is the southbound platform. So our train should be coming around like 8 minutes or so we'll see you then. Here's a northbound train, which we do not have to take. We have to take the southbound train, which will be coming around 5 minutes maybe. So just thought I'd film this with a rail fanning shot. And there it goes towards Vaughan. Not too long to go till that train terminates at the Vaughan, but for us, like, it's gonna be a few stops. Guys, and here's our train pulling in, and now we're gonna get on this and go all the way to Union Station. subway now. We are heading towards Union Station.
Next station is Spadina. Spadina Station.
Hi guys, we're at Union Station. After this, we're gonna get some breakfast from Tim Hortons or McDonald's. After that, we will be on our train to Montreal, Quebec. So I'll see you when we're in the main station. Alright guys, we're at the food court of Toronto's Union Station. We're just sitting down at a table here. We're gonna be ordering some Tim Hortons, and then after that our train should be boarding pretty soon. Guys, we're in the Great Hall right now. The Via Concourse is down there. We're heading to the lounge, which is straight ahead over there. Because we're business class, we get access to the lounge, so we're heading there right now. Guys, we're in the lounge right now. It's a business lounge. Because since we're in business class, we get access to this lounge, like I said earlier. So we're just chilling here right now. We're gonna eat our breakfast from Tim Hortons, and then we will, whenever our train starts boarding, we will board it. So that's like a drinks area over there. So a bunch of seating as well. So we're gonna board soon. Guys, we're at the business lounge right now. We ate our breakfast. There's like seating tables with the drinks area over there. But anyway, the announcements are saying that our train is boarding right now. So my mom went to the washroom, so once she comes back, we'll head over to the gate. Now the one thing I'm surprised at is that it's like 10:58 a.m. right now. Train leaves at 11:32. So the fact that they're doing the boarding this early, I don't know, it surprised me a little bit. There's a better view of the drinks area. There's like a vending machine here, coffee station there. So, I mean, there's not much, but at least you can get some drinks over here. And then there's a bunch of seating as well with tables. Alright guys, this is our train over here. We're gonna be boarding right now. Yeah, here's another shot of the train, even though it's pretty much the same. It's quite long, actually. That's the direction we're gonna be going. We have luggage racks here as well, just to keep your bags, which is a nice feature. Alright guys, on the train now. We should be departing pretty soon. this is the first. This is still in Toronto, by the way. So this is our first stop of the journey. I don't know how many more to go, but there's a few. Alright guys, so a man came with some drinks for us. I got myself an orange juice. My dad got himself a beer. And my mom got herself a white wine. Another via train also approached. And that one's arriving as we're departing. So I just thought I'd film it. And now the next stop is Oshawa, which is also a GO station, but that's the terminus of the Lakeshore East Line, which is the GO Transit line. Then after Oshawa should be just via and CN rail territory. Alright guys, my dad and I just went to the washroom. It was quite an experience because it was shaking everywhere, so then it was hard to balance. So that was an adventure. But now we're going alongside the Ontario 401 here, which we crossed earlier on the subway, but now we're on the other side of it. So Oshawa should be like maybe 5 to 10 minutes away, I'd say. And then after that, we should be out of the GO Transit area. We are a little bit west of Oshawa right now. We are going 122 to 23 kilometers per hour. And if you look on the 401, there's tons of traffic and we're just speeding by them. It's literally like a few seconds later, we're going 132, 34 and a half.
That's the top speed.
Yeah, this is the top speed of the train. And then again, here's another look at the traffic on the 401. But it's not that jammed right now, but they are still going a little slower than us. Or a lot slower, actually. It's 149 right now, and 150. There we go. So I guess 150 is the top speed, or maybe if it's even higher. I don't know. Yeah. On the 401, I guess the top speed is like 100, 110, and we're going 150. Which is probably why we're going a little faster than them. Station, which is our second stop of the trip. This is also the terminus of GO Transit's Lakeshore East Line. So after this, we should be off GO. We should be out of GO Transit territory. Alright guys, we're departing Oshawa right now. Next stop is, I think, Coburg, which is actually quite far away. We're passing by a freight train right now. Since we're on freight train tracks, so that's why we're gonna see like a few freight trains today. This is probably the first of a few. Over there. We're like a little bit to the east of it, and then if I zoom out, okay, the Wi-Fi is not that great on these trains, but I think that big area is oh, that's Oshawa, and then Coburg Beach should be coming up, which means Coburg Beach has to be the salmon. So we're gonna dig into this, and then we should be pulling up to Coburg pretty soon. Alright guys, so we finished our food. I ordered the veal chop, which I honestly wasn't a big fan of, but here's my mom and dad's review coming up.
So, the veal was very good. I liked it. The potatoes were very nice. I haven't tried the dessert yet. You should try your dessert too.
So my salmon was good. Rest of the stuff is okay. Like nothing extraordinary.
Yeah, so that's our review of the food. Next station should be, I think Belleville is our next stop. Alright guys, we're going 153. I think it said 156 for a second as well. And if you look outside the window, you can see that we are zooming. So, we're slowing down a little bit. It says 149, 147. Maybe Belleville is coming up. No, never mind. We're decreasing again. Oh, now we're decreasing. It's very inconsistent. But I feel like we are slowing down. But earlier, it was as you saw, it was like 153. Alright guys, we went to the bathroom for a second time. And it was the literal worst washroom experience ever. Because like the train, like it's going so fast, but it's shaking so much as well. So like it's so hard to do stuff. I even got hurt because the train, because of it shaking, it launched me into the wall, and which hurt me a little bit. So yeah, they really need to work on this. Alright guys, we're at Belleville station right now. I'm eating the dessert, this is actually really good. I really like the dessert. Anyway, right now we're at Belleville. After this, the next stop should be Kingston. Alright guys, we're departing Belleville right now. Like I said earlier, next stop is Kingston, Ontario. Now, in August 2021, like before I had this YouTube channel, we actually took this Via Rail to Kingston, but now we're going all the way to Montreal. Alright guys, just an update. My dad and I are playing Ticket to Ride because I feel like it's appropriate for like the situation since we're on the train. So, and we're still somewhere between Belleville and Kingston. So we're gonna continue our game and see who wins. Alright guys, we have arrived in Kingston, Ontario. Like after this, so like in August 2021, we were on a Via train before at this channel, and then we got off here in Kingston, but now we're going all the way to Montreal. So I think after Kingston should be Brockville. I think after Kingston should be Brockville, and then Dorval and Montreal. So 4, because Cornwall's also there. So we have 4 stops to go after this. There's another Via train right there.
That'll be interesting for the video. Train meet.
A little train meet here in Kingston. Alright guys, departing Kingston, Ontario. Next stop is Brockville, I'm pretty sure. So we're just passing this Via train here, which should also be departing pretty soon since it arrived just after we arrived. So yeah. My dad and I are still playing Ticket to Ride right here.
I'm winning.
Yeah, and you can see we're departing Kingston right now. Brockville should be coming up. I wouldn't say soon, but in a little bit. in Brockville right now. You can see on my iPad here, like that's Brockville downtown there. This blue sign here is the train station. Oh, and we're right next to it. Actually, so I think the train station is right here actually. So after this should be Cornwall, then Dorval, and then Montreal. And then Cornwall is going to be the last stop in Ontario, which means Brockville here is the second last stop in Ontario. And also, like, this is the split point between trains going to Ottawa and trains going to Montreal. Because, like, trains going to Ottawa, like, from Brockville, they'll turn north, and trains going from Toronto to Montreal will just continue east, like we are doing.
Brockville station, should I go to Brockville?
Yep, welcome to Brockville. So, we should be here for around 3 minutes, and then we should be heading towards Cornwall. Alright guys, departing Brockville right now. Next stop is Cornwall, and like I said earlier, that should be our last stop in Ontario, because Dorval and Montreal are both in the province of Quebec. Alright guys, so an update on where we are. So we are just east of Brockville right now, because Brockville is right there. We are right here, and our next stop, which is Cornwall, is over here. So, right there. So we have quite a bit to go, and then after Cornwall, it shouldn't be too long to the Quebec border. Alright guys, so we are like we're close to Iroquois, as you can see. And then Cornwall is still quite far, but then if you look at the speed, it's 75 to 76 kilometers per hour. But earlier we were going around 68, so we're speeding up now. The tracks probably didn't allow the high speed of trains. But anyway, we're in the Iroquois area right now. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. And then should be, it still is quite a while to Cornwall. Into the border pretty soon. Alright guys, so that's an update on where we are. So that is us right there, that blue and white dot. And this line right here, this dotted white line, is the Ontario-Quebec border. So that's the distance from like here to here. I don't know how many kilometers that is, but it doesn't look like that's too far. And then let's see how far Dorval is from there. Dorval is all the way here, so it is right next to Montreal Airport, so it is quite a distance between the two stations. But we should be in Quebec pretty soon. Alright guys, so we're in Lancaster, as you can see. And the Quebec, the Ontario-Quebec border is right there, so this is like the last big town. It's not big, but like the last town, or maybe Baynesville will be the last town. Depends if we go through it before we go into Quebec. Alright guys, not long till the Quebec border. As you can see, we're like right under Curry Hill. And then that's the Ontario-Quebec border right there. As of right now, the scenery is looking like this. Just farmland. I guess that'll be the scenery in Quebec as well. Okay guys, never mind. So we were under Curry Hill later, but it took a while to update. But as you can see, we're across the Ontario-Quebec border, which means we're on the east side of it, which means we are in the province of Quebec, which I was right. It does look pretty much the same as Ontario. pretty soon, and then Montreal, like the Gare Centrale, which is Montreal's station, should be not too long after that. Alright guys, never mind. This is not Ile de Montreal. This is actually Parrot Island. I don't know if I'm saying that correct. It says it right there. Yeah, right there. P-E-R-R-R-O-T. Parrot Island. So once we cross this bridge right here, like this guy, then we'll be in the Ile de Montreal.
Attention s'il vous plaît, prochain arrêt c'est à côté de Dorval dans environ 10 minutes. Pour votre sécurité, nous voulons rester assis jusqu'à ce que ça se nourrisse complètement.
Alright guys, we're crossing over another body of water and another bridge, which I do not know the names of both, but again, if I figure out the names later, I'll tell you I'll say it in captions. So over there is Ile de Montreal. After we cross this bridge. It's a nice view looking down on the river. And then there's the trains going in the other direction on that side. Oh, there's a barrier. Jesus. But the announcer said earlier that Dorval should be coming in like 10 minutes, which means like around 8 minutes maybe now. Alright guys, we're at Dorval right now. Last stop before our stop. And Montreal shouldn't be too far from here. Alright guys, we departed Dorval. Next and final stop is Montreal.
Montreal. Now we're in Quebec.
Alright guys, so we stopped and we're not at a station. And then there's this freight train going by, which makes me think that we're stopped to let this guy pass. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Alright guys, we weren't stopped for long. That was like maybe just over a minute, or maybe less. But we're back on the move again. Montreal Central Station, or Gare Centrale, should be here pretty soon. journey, I think, from Montreal, Quebec, which is where we are, to Halifax, Nova Scotia. But anyway, we have arrived at our destination, so we'll see you once we're off the train. Alright guys, this is our locomotive. We are on the platform right now. Street level. And then we'll walk to our car. Alright guys, we're at the concourse level of Gare Centrale, which is really nice. I've seen this place a lot in photos and videos, but I've never seen it myself in person. So it's a very nice little station. I think it's maybe not much better, but like it's still better than Toronto Union Station. Alright guys, still at Gare Centrale, but we're at this McDonald's here within the station. So we just decided why not order some burgers. So my dad is ordering food right now. But anyway, I'll see you when we're out of here. Alright guys, we're going like through the underground path system right now, trying to find our way to our hotel. Alright guys, we exited onto Rue Mansfield, or in English, Mansfield Street. And we are going to try and walk to our hotel. It's a nice view from here. The architecture looks. Oh yeah. And that hotel right there, like before I had this YouTube channel in March 2022, is when we last came to Montreal, and we stayed in that hotel right there. But we're staying in another one right now, and we're gonna walk to it. Look at this. There's like an event going on or something. There's a giant circle there, which I don't know what it's for, but bless you. I have no idea what's going on here. Alright guys, we're here at the Le Centre Sheraton. My dad is just checking in for us, and then we'll check into our rooms. My dad checking in again. Yeah, but we'll check in into our room, and then I'll give you a room tour once we're in the room. Alright guys, so we're in our room now on the 29th floor, so let me start off with the bathroom for room tour. So, their usual stuff: toilet, sink, mirror, and a shower. And then I'll show you the main room. Okay, so then the entrance is over here. The bathroom, which I just showed you, is over here. Then you have a bed here, like a bench here next to the TV. And then here is a table chair to eat, and then a couch, a couple side tables with a lamp, and then I'll finish it off with first the AC, which is getting some nice here because we're exhausted and I'm really hot and sweaty, so it's nice to have the AC. And then here's our view. I think that's Montreal over there. There's a view of Montreal here as well. The sun, all that stuff. But anyway, that's our room. So I think we'll go for a walk later. If not, then I'll just do the outro later. Okay guys, so we're at the hotel. It's actually the next day, the next morning. I'll film the intro for the next video after I'm done this outro and review. First, I'm gonna say that this is not gonna be the most professional review, but I'll just go off on what I think. So first of all, let's start off with the seats. So the seats, like we were sitting in like the four-seater area with a table. But the thing is, not every single seat has that, so we had to sort of like choose that seat, like choose that table. I don't know what you call it, like the area, and then The seats themselves, like, I mean, they weren't the best in terms of comfiness. Like, they're okay for, like, I'd say the journey we did, but like probably just enough. Cause like if we had sat like maybe 1 more hour, then we would have been in total pain. So next comes the service. So all that I have to say is that the service was really nice, 10 out of 10. Like they're always like in the beginning of the train, like when we were approaching Guildwood, that area, they gave us some snacks to eat. And then shortly after that, they gave us drinks, like when I got the orange juice. And then they came out with the food, which I said earlier I wasn't a big fan of it. But my dad really liked it. I don't think my mom was a big fan of her salmon as well. Otherwise, I think that does it. Or also the shakiness. Like the shakiness also adds something to that. Like it wasn't the best. Like I told you earlier, like the washroom experience we had was horrible. Like it was like propelling us all over the place because of the shakiness. So I think that's something to do with the LRC cars. And I know VRL has some new cars from Siemens. So I hope they can fix that. But anyway, that's my review for now. I think in my opinion, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I'd say if the shaking wasn't there, I'd give it an 8. But yeah, 6 out of 10 is my review. And then I think too, like they're coming out with the new cars. I think above them, like later on, it'll be like around an 8 out of 10. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.